Welcome in, everybody. Thanks so much for joining. Welcome in. Of course, the very moment I start, Lucas and Eli have to start fighting over a toy. Welcome in. What's going on? Thanks again for joining. Welcome. I'm gonna reset the star goal back to 0. All right, let's see here. All right. Oop, dropped my controller, of course. All right. Welcome in, everybody. We're going to play some Contra today. Let's see here. Oh, forgot the date. There we go. Now let's reset the super chat goal. Oh, man. Good thing there's no time in this game. Here we go. Welcome in. I'm bringing up the comments here. What's up, Adam? You been sick? Thanks for streaming. Not a worry, man. Not a worry at all. I'm happy to do it. It's kind of what I do for a living. So I kind of better love it. But you're welcome, dude. Big thanks for joining. JT in the building. Welcome in, Joseph Tate. Adam the Astronaut says, good afternoon, JT.
I guess you let me know when it's time to start lunch.
Sure, Zombo King. Send $200 in super chats and I'll buy you Elden Ring. We already talked about that. 1:30.
Okay.
That's okay. You did hear Cortina.
Tell him what I'm making you for lunch.
Cortina is making. I heard Cortina. She's making P.F. Chang's lettuce wrap without the oyster sauce. Yeah, lettuce wraps are so good.
Slightly extra.
It's always a no death run, Joseph. Somebody's not happy. We have a no. You're right about that. We have a house full of kids. My lady's doing a good job of getting it taken care of. Go get in the kitchen. I'm just kidding, y'all. Although she is cooking me a good lunch today, so she is gonna go get in the kitchen. Sir, your wife was hit by a truck. How the heck did the truck get in my kitchen? Just kidding. Yep, it's gonna be homemade. I'm making homemade chicken soup because I'm sick. I spelled it right.
I picked up chicken broth so we can make chicken and rice.
Oh, nice.
How do you do this?
His brother's gonna be just the same.
No, so you cooked too. I wonder if Lucas.
If he is, you could sit and I'll handle that one. You gotta finish the whole bottle before you're done changing them.
I know. I'll probably be calmer. Guys, who's watching the baby?
There we
You
go.
can't do that if you're in a different combo.
All right, Adam the astronaut said, "Hey Phil, what's up, Kofax? How you doing, buddy?" Oh man, kids have a half day at school, huh? Yeah, our kids are off today. Teacher Development Day. I think teachers need to develop their skills on their own fucking time. Go teach my kids something useful. Like how to stop whining so much. I'm just kidding. Well, not really. That's up to us, though. Alright, here we go. Oh no, what the hell? Man, that was bullshit. I just got trolled by this game. Wouldn't be the first time.
Hey guys.
Hey, look at him.
Oh man, are you fucking kidding me? Alright, let's try one more time. Boo, that was bullshit.
Can't stop or hesitate because it resets every 8 seconds.
90.
90 seconds.
But it will reset if you stop or hesitate. It resets the counter and the clock. The
So
glow.
then people will spawn different.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, if you just keep moving in Contra, everything will happen the same way. But if you stop, everything will reset and the enemies will spawn differently. Yeah, right.
That's how I know how to beat the first level without stopping.
Yeah, because everything does happen the same exact way if you keep moving. Except every once in a while they'll pull out a little mulligan on you. Hopefully this time. If it doesn't happen this time, I'm moving on to Mega Man. I'm making homemade chicken soup. Chicken soup sounds. We got Mario Kart happening tomorrow night. What am I playing on? Why does it matter? Tell me why you want to know. Are you one of those people who makes fun of people for using emulation? Or are you just genuinely curious? Person on TikTok. Hey, Phil, said Mangelo. What's going on? That was nothing. What's up, Adam Cordy? How you doing, man? Thank you so much, Angelo, for the 200 stars. I'm excited for the Virtual Boy 2. I think they could have put out maybe TurboGrafx 16 or something like that. I'm doing good, Adam. Thanks for asking, man. Just curious. I know it's not the Switch and have a...
Hello, sir. Cool face emoji.
No. I could be playing on the Switch with the ends cropped, but no, I'm playing on what's called an AVS. You ever heard of an AVS? It's an advanced video system. It's not a clone console. Okay, it takes I guess it is a clone console, but it's like one of the best clone consoles you can use. It's an HDMI 720p system that has a Famicom cart and a Nintendo cartridge slot, like Japanese and US. It has 4 controller ports, has a built-in Game Genie. It's made by Retro USB. It's very similar to the products that come out by Analog, like the like that Super Nintendo that's coming out soon. Yeah, and it uses, you know, of course, all original hardware. And it has a Famicom disc slot port too, which is nice. Then I also have the equivalents of this system, which is the Super NT, which is this is a EverDrive though, by the way. Well, if I have you sold, how do you get one? Well, you're gonna need around $300. And then I also have the Sega Genesis equivalent too. All these are around $300 or so. This is a Sega Genesis equivalent of a HDMI Sega. They're amazing. And the EverDrive that I'm using is around $122. You're gonna need around like $420 to get that Nintendo set up. Worth it. For me personally, this is what I do for a living. So it was worth it to me in 2020 to drop $1,000 on these 3 systems and use them as write-offs. Or I guess it wasn't 1,000, it was like, you know, it was like 250, and I guess it was 1,000. A 64DD emulator. Yeah, so if you go to retrousb.com, I believe is what it is. The analog is made by, or the not the analog. $20. 20. Oh my gosh. So your buddy. Better be a big bag. Slippery Fish, welcome in. Oh man, I totally forgot to stir my coffee. Hold on just a second. Just a second. There we go. I added a little mud water, a little creatine, and a little sugar to my coffee. Do you buy them online? Yes. You can get them on, thank you so much, Angelo, for the 300 stars, getting us leveled up immediately. Thank you so much, dude. Mangelo leveling us up, saying, fuck it. You missed what I said? It's called an AVS. Just Google NES AVS, like Advanced Video System Alpha Victor Sally AVS. If you're wondering why'd this guy say Alpha Victor Sally, because I'm using phonetics, so you know whether I'm saying B or V. You drink your coffee black like men. They actually say most people who drink their coffee straight black are psychopaths. But I like my coffee black too. I drank my coffee black for about 10 to 12 years, and Cortina brought home all this stevia and like 2 boxes full of stevia. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll, use it to, it tastes good. So yeah, I like stevia a lot in my coffee. But yeah, I typically, I like my coffee, like I like my women. Bitter. Just kidding. Harvey, welcome in. Thank you so much, Mangelo, for the 500 stars.
Roshi? Broccoli? Just give it up. It's all over.
Ramos, Contra rule, says Slippery Fish. Harvey Ramos. Hey, Harvey, I want to tell you what we used your $20 on that you sent to PayPal. We were at Target and we were trying to save money, and Cortina's like, I want this pumpkin pie pan so I can bake loaves of bread that are shaped like a pumpkin. And I said, babe, we're trying to save money right now. We don't need the extra knickknacks. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Harvey Ramos sent me 20 to PayPal. Here, let me transfer it. Go ahead and get it. So you bought Cortina a pumpkin pan shaped loaf. So thanks, Harvey. But it's fall. Right. That is right. It's a pumpkin pan. It's shaped like a pumpkin. And yeah, it's fall. You bring out all the gourds around here. You bring all the gourds around now. Hashtag Harvey from Patrick. We both helped. Yes. Hey, you're awesome. Yeah, she can make pumpkin shaped jello. That's true. A mold is a mold, right? Yes, David, this is Contra. Welcome in. Welcome in, David Frank, if that is your real name. I'm just kidding. With a pretzel crust. Yeah, with a pretzel crust on Jell-O? What? No, that's diabolical. No. Mangela with another 200 stars knocking out of the park today says, let's get this guy to his fucking daily goal of 5K. Well, not daily goal. That's the afternoon goal. The daily goal is 10K stars. We made it the last 2 days. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is what I do as a job. So thank you for those who support the channel. Appreciate that so much. No matter where you support, whether it's on TikTok or you're supporting on YouTube or you're supporting on Facebook or even the mild amount of support that comes in on Twitch. No! Alright. We're on to Mega Man 1. Fuck this game. I'm sorry, guys, for those who are watching, like, why'd you quit? I only do no death runs on Contra. I take that game very seriously. It's the only game I take seriously for the most part. I've beaten Contra. How many times, Phil Koufax, have I beaten Contra without dying? 310 out of over the course of 6 years. So that was stupid. That was a stupid death. Anyway, moving on. Ninja Gaiden was so tough. I could beat Contra, but I just fucked up. Nope, no death run today. You feel like a failure? No, just practice. If you feel like a failure because I'm better at Contra than you, because I practiced the shit out of it, then you got deeper issues. I have beaten Mike Tyson's Punch-Out without losing. Yeah, I've gone 14-0 on Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. And there's plenty of people in here to back it up. You're all good, David Frank. I'll play Contra again soon. I swear, if you tune in, you know, as often as possible, you'll see Contra again. I just beat Contra the other day without dying. But it's just not guaranteed every day. Classic Mega Man shit right here. Now, Mega Man 1's another really tough game. Tell you what, if I can beat this game in under 45 minutes, I'll give Contra one more shot. Stick around. Call me crazy, but I enjoy rage quits. You're crazy! I shouldn't have tried that little maneuver. I was trying something new. I was trying to avoid the platforms and just jump down to the bionic, and I fucked up because of it. But you know, you don't get better unless you try things that are out of your comfort zone, and even failing. Like, I don't mind. I don't think when I fail at Contra, I don't really take it personally. I just think about, you know, could I do that in the future again? Could I try it again? Could I, you know, it doesn't really bother me to die in a game. You know, I'll just try again. I wish we got reset buttons on life, but we don't. You know, I'm going to reset that hour. Thank you so much again, Mangelo. Let me update these stars here, buddy. Thank you so much for the 200, the 300, the 200. Who's going to join Mangelo in helping me reach my noon goal? I heard Patrick Keller's a real fart smeller. Oh man, I love 311. You know, I'm a little mad at 311 though, because I was at a concert and it was literally in July and the sun was setting. And you know what song they didn't play? Mangelo with another 200. It was summer. It was the sunset. It was July. And 311 didn't play Sunset in July. Maracas by my side, time is flying by. Da 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 da. Man, they missed an opportunity, man. They missed an opportunity to play Sunset in July on a sunset in July. That's one of my favorite songs, and they played so many songs, and after it was done, after every song was done, I'm like, all right, cool, Sunset July's next. Sunset July's next? Sunset in July? Okay, it's their last song. They gotta play Sunset in July. Nope. Douchebags. Who came up with that playlist? Wow, I know, right? Like, how can you not play Sunset in July when the sun is setting in July? Such a great song, too. It was disappointing. What's up, Quick Man? How you doing? That's what Cortina calls me. Cool, Quick Man. I see what you did there. There's two ways to beat this guy. With your hands and with your... I'm just kidding. There we go. There's one. Boom. Thank you again, Mangelo. You're freaking awesome, dude. Mangelo with another 200. Lighting it up this morning, man. Good Lord. Quick, man, wait before I get eviscerated. You're not going to get eviscerated, don't worry. Oh, man. Got these hippie calories kicking in. Hippie calories, by the way, is dispensary treat lingo. Eatables. Big thanks again, Mangelo. You're awesome, dude. Donna says, hey, Mangelo, am I going to play Oddworld Abe's Odyssey? Well, probably not, but I might try it. But I tell you what, this is my very first time seeing you in here. If you come around more often, I am more likely to play something that you may want to see, because I do like to cater to the people who show up often, or even mildly, or here and there. But first time seeing you in here. Welcome in, enjoy the content. I've never really been an Oddworld fan, but like maybe sometime at the end of a stream I'll humor it. Oh yeah. Yes. Thank you so much. Let's see, I'll just say it. Thanks so much again, Mangelo. How you doing, Shauna? Pizza toppings. If you were ordering a pizza right now, what would you put on it? For me, pineapple, mushrooms, and green peppers. I am not a big heavy meat fan when it comes to pizzas. Too greasy, makes my stomach hurt. I used to love a meat lover's pizza though. Mangelo, not pineapple. Oh, I love pineapple. Pizza would be good. Pepperoni and mushrooms. God, I love mushrooms on a pizza, man. I love mushrooms in and around my mouth, man. They're delicious. Superbad came up with some of the best freaking man, I totally got distracted by Cortina's bum. I'm not even kidding you. I'm watching the baby monitor right now, and yeah, anyway. Cortina, that thing is very flashy. Okay. Here we go.
Sorry.
You're not sorry.
You were the one watching. Sorry, guys. I was distracting him. That's probably why he died in Contra. He was looking at my butt.
No, that's not why. Would have been a good reason to die though in Contra. Mushrooms, bell peppers, jalapenos, pepperoni, and sausage.
Nathan is starting to stand up without moving on anything.
Is he? He'll be walking soon. We're gonna have another walker. She did it on purpose. She totally did, Harvey. ADD peeping Tom. Hey, I can't help it. Her bum was facing the baby monitor. Here we go. Here we go. Time for another ADD or Cortina. No. No. No, no, no. Dude, if I did that, if that happened, I'd be beating myself up for sure.
What the hell are you doing?
Why?
I'm kicking my ass, TMI!
Because I stupidly let it happen again is why.
Well.
What? Babe. What? She's been fucking with me so much lately because we're about the time of, you know, it's like every 9 months it seems like we have to get pregnant again, and she's like, yeah, it's 9 months later. Aren't you ready for a little sister? Aren't you ready for the boys to have a little sister or something like that? Oh, God. And then she's been all nauseous lately, and she thinks she's just sick. She took a pregnancy test and it was negative. All right, let's see here. Electric Man. There we go. Yes, buddy. Mangela with 100 stars. Thank you. What, buddy? You have a guitar? Oh, no. Okay. Oh. Mangela with another 100 stars.
It was me!
Oh, I didn't see it. And I didn't see it anywhere on there either. I don't know how, but I can breeze through Mega Man 2 while struggle with Mega Man 1. Mega Man 1's really tough, you know? You gotta use Electric Man like you use Metal Man. That's one of the tricks to this game. Is use Metal Man like you use Electric Man like you use Metal Man. Thank you so much again, Mangelo. You rock, dude. Mangelo got us to 1,100 stars. All by his lonesome today. Who's gonna match the Mangelo on a 200 star drop or a 100 star drop or even 1,000? Match him. Let's play the match game. My face and your... I got a match. Your face and my butt. Wait a minute. It's got to be the other way around. Lucas is one of the littlest, but he's always... Oh, Oh, dude, you're all good. I'm just trying to hype people up, Patrick. Don't worry about it. If you can't, don't feel bad, y'all. I'm just trying to hype people up. Hey, Phil Koufax said, fuck it. Yeah, you're all right, Patrick Keller. You're welcome here either way, brother. We love having you here. Stars
Hi,
or no
it's the
stars,
Show.
man.
ADD, you are not the father. Ha ha ha, just kidding. Or am I? P.S. Glenn smells.
No, it's definitely not you, Phil. She doesn't do small favors. Hey, the DJ Willie Show, welcome in. If anybody's watching and you're not able to you know, support monetarily, then please do me a favor and just hit that like button, hit that share button, and know that it is super appreciated. It really, really is. Yeah, dude, we love having you here, Patrick. Wouldn't be the same without you, man. Thank you so much, Phil. Hey, Mantelo with 400 more stars saying, let's destroy it today. 400 stars of that star party's completed. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, Mangelo. Thank you so much, Phil. Nah, I don't want one.
What?
I don't want any candy. Why are you so sad that I don't want candy?
Thought it was
It was nice, but it's too sweet for me.
potato.
Yeah, you go ahead and eat the candy. You never could get into Mega Man back in the day? I started playing this for the first time last week. Hey, give it a shot. I kind of prefer the 2D pixel style over the new style. I love the old pixel style. Thank you so much, you guys. Appreciate that. No, I'm pretty much for the most part going to give up on candy. Nope. I only need one sweet treat. And that's a banana. And an apple. And a nectarine. Been eating lots of fruit. I like some sweet stuff, but like I've been trying to give up the refined sugars and shit, man. I don't want diabetes. I want to live. I want to LIVE. Thank you so much, y'all. We got a star party going on. Star party has 2 minutes and 12 seconds left. 2 minutes. 12 seconds. Yeah, use Electric Man like you would use Metal Man. Ooh, fruit smoothies are so good. I love fruit smoothies. Dude, the other day I took some plum cots and I cut them up and I put some I just sprinkled some stevia all over the plum cots and they were sweet as hell, man. Like, I still like chocolate, but I'd prefer like dark chocolate or something like that. And I love candy, don't get me wrong. I love it. I love Skittles. I love Snickers. I love Reese's Fast Breaks. I love Twixes. I'm just trying not to eat them because, you know, I don't want to die young. Ooh, that sound. What are those bulbs in the background? Fuck should I know? I don't know. Design, decoration. I'm number 5 on the leaderboard for stars this month. Wow. Now, I know there aren't as many creators on YouTube, on Facebook as there are on YouTube, but there's about 95,000 gaming creators on Facebook. And I am number 5 out of all of them. That's insane. The Mount Rushmore candy bars. That's amazing, y'all. Thank you so much. Number 5. Number 4 now? Dude, get me to number 1. Let me be number 1 just one time. Take over Creepy Horseman. Creepy Horseman's always number 1. I want to beat Creepy Horseman. No, man. No offense, but that was Mad Whiff. What does Mad Whiff mean? God damn it, you Gen Z. Use normal language. Yeah, dude, that's awesome. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Johnny 5, no dismantle. Yeah, what does mad whiff mean? Cortina took a mad whiff of my fart the other day and got disgusted. The other day I was cooking ribs in the... I wasn't cooking ribs, I was chopping up ribs in the kitchen, and she came up and tried to grab one, and I said, nope, I'm cutting it up. And then she tried to grab again, and so I farted. And she's like, oh, that's low.
Terrible. You know what? I'm not making lunch.
You're not making lunch?
Yeah, because of that.
Okay, sounds good. I'll find something. I'm really resourceful. I don't need none of your fancy pants lunch. My mom gave me pizza rolls. I'll eat pizza rolls. You're the one who just said, I'm not making you lunch. And now she's like, you don't want any of my lunch?
I'm going to be making sauce.
I thought you weren't making it. Thought you weren't making it.
And then I'm going
I thought you weren't making it. Thank you so much, Mangelo.
making a dish that used to be your favorite before
I thought you weren't making. You just said you weren't making it.
You don't want it.
I always want it. Food. Fart on a piece and hand it to her. She said that's a health code violation. Thank you so much, Mangelo. Dude, killing it this morning, man. Angelo has a screen redemption. Angelo can make another star screen. You're laughing your ass off over here. That's a good thing. That's a technical foul. Order Thai food. Order some panda.
Panda Express is not going to be as good as my food.
What you gonna do with all that food? All that food up in that bag. I'm gonna feed you food. Feed you food. My food, my food. My lovely lady. What are you doing? Throwing undergarments at me? What do you think I am, Aerosmith? I do, I'm just being silly. Airman wasn't that hard? No, Airman's not tough at all. Especially with Woodman. Mega Man on my For You page in 2025. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, it's because these games never die. Retro never dies, man. How dare they put games that take skill on my For You page? I'm just kidding. Genji X, welcome in. Were you a Genji Dawn of the Samurai fan for PlayStation 2? I loved that game.
Heroes go.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I'll do today when I get done to spend some time looking for the amiibos. I would check around my desk, like turn on the light and check around my desk, like behind my computer. I guarantee it's there somewhere. Nothing wrong with Rewind. Rewind is a great tool for learning a game. Oh, okay. The Genji armor in Final Fantasy. Fair enough, I respect that. Okay. There we go. I wish this game gave you some health in between. Yeah, we gotta find the amiibos, man. I've lost my... I remember I always had my amiibo cards really close by, and now all of a sudden I can't find them for some reason. Man, big thanks again to Mangelo getting us to 2K stars, dude. Insane. Goodbye, Electric Man. That part right there is really tough, honestly. Alright. Man, these guys are not forgiving at all with what they give you. Oh my gosh, and I just talked shit about the enemies. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Look at that. There's no pattern with that background. It's just random ass squares. All right, here we go. You want to finish DMC 1, but you can't beat the boss? Get good, fool. Which one? Which Mundus? Like the one in space at the end, or Mundus is oh, that's the one where it's like you're like flying in the air basically as like a Devil Trigger Dante, right? What difficulty are you playing it on? You were gonna ask a question, but you forgot? That's okay. Just, you know, keep trying, keep thinking about it. You'll remember. Go through a doorway. Walk through a door and you might remember. I'm not even kidding you. Hey, ADD, I'm halfway through the translated Sweet Home. What a game. Sometimes frustrated, but rewarding. Interesting if you don't perma-die. An auto-scrolling Mega Man game would be awesome. No, thank you. I like auto-scrolling sections, but no, not a whole game. I mean, that game's difficult at the end. I'm not gonna lie, Quincy.
Oh, baby, did you get your place?
Oh my gosh, it's scratch all the way down his face.
Little one. You might need to cut his nails.
You say Dada? say dad, dad. Can you say dad, dad?
Play Pony Island on stream. $500 in super chats and I'll play it.
He'd probably do it for 50.
Nope.
No? $500?
Pony Island. I'm not playing Pony Island.
Not even for 50?
No. There you go. See how badass Electric Man is in this game, dude? He is making easy work of most of these enemies. Wonder whether there's a hall dedicated to Gutsman? Who knows? I don't know. In Mega Man 3, Gutsman has his own, like the ghost of Gutsman shows up. What's so tough about Mega Man 1 is during this boss rush, you cannot be hit. Oh my gosh, I'm so screwed. But you can be hit, but you cannot heal, I mean. There's no healing. Oh my gosh, thank God. What? Did you see how Mega Man was moving there?
Oh. Like you're wiping your foot.
That was an excited baby. Mama's holding him in the air and dancing around with him. That's a glitch you get caught in sometimes in this game. There we go.
Just change your diaper and then we can make you a baba.
I wonder how far into the stream I started Mega Man. Like, how long? At what point did I stop Contra and start? My son. At what point did I start? What point did I start Mega Man and stop Contra? I forget. That's what it is. The stun lock. Yeah.
Or make your little scream and start screaming. I did scream. And I heard to be too. What? What time?
1:06.
1:06. 1:06. Mommy's making in 24 minutes.
He said daddy. Daddy. Daddy, say it again. Daddy, dad.
All right, let's play Contra one more time. Best part of taking care of my parents, I only have to change diapers. All right. Well, we beat Mega Man. You're gonna go now? Okay, see you later. I ain't done yet. Let's try Contra again. And whether we beat Contra or not, we're playing Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, after this. Focus face time. Yes, the hippie calories are flowing now. All right, here we go. Let's go. There we go. Love doing that. Let's see if I can do the whole level without stopping. I haven't stopped yet. No stopping. Love arcade games. They were so much harder to get those quarters. I was actually thinking about doing an arcade request stream tomorrow, strictly arcade games. Babe, your phone's ringing. Your phone is ringing. Ringing. I think it's in your chair. If he's stinky, let me know. Dude, I heard about that, Joseph. I was asking last night. He passed away like last night. I was trying to ask about that. Ask if anybody knew of the Game Chasers. Dude, I was a huge fan of the Game Chasers. Rest in peace, Billy, man. That's so sad. He was my favorite out of the two also. I loved the Game Chasers, man. They were really awesome. I started watching the Game Chasers in around 2010, and I started collecting again around 2011 because they got me so inspired. Well, the question I was about to ask, if you speedrun it, but it seems like so not a speedrun necessarily, but welcome in, Jonathan Flores. I'm doing a no death run. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Billy from the Game Chasers just passed away like last night or something like that. It's so sad too, man. Seriously. He died unfortunately the same way my dad passed away, is from a brain tumor. Freaking sad, man. Sometimes they're just inoperable. They're so deep it would cause, you know, but at what point do you decide, like, you know, I don't know. Yeah. Who were the Game Chasers? They were a mildly large YouTube show where they went around and they just hunted video games live. That's what they did for their show, is they hunted video games, and it was really good, man. It was a good show. I loved the Game Chasers. They were, you know, kind of like it was kind of around the same time as like American Pickers. You know, it was basically the video game equivalent of American Pickers, essentially. I loved American Pickers. That show was a hunted like how? Well, they would go to different stores. They would hunt games. They know Nintendo games, Sega games. You know, of course they would probably look for arcade games and stuff, but mainly their search was mainly Nintendo games. They would go to like game traders or game exchanges or, you know, things like that, and they would search for video games. They would try to find rare games that were, you know, like, yeah. So sad though. It was really truly sad. They were an awesome YouTube show. I watched them for years, man. Sad. Billy was probably no older than me. Probably in his 40s, man. Here we go. Interesting. Yeah, look them up. There's some old I loved American Pickers. Do you remember when American Pickers, American Restoration, and Pawn Stars worked together and they called the episode The Pick, the Pawn, and the Polish? The American Pickers found the car, American Restoration fixed the car, and then the Pawn Stars showed the car. But they were all three working together. That was very cool to have three shows like working together to find the old man. Because that's what they called him in Pawn Stars, is the old man. Mentally Healthy, welcome in, man. How are you? Yeah, you could probably still look it up on YouTube, The Pick, the Pawn, and the Polish. But they should have called it The Pick, the Polish, and the Pawn, honestly, but I guess it sounded way better. It was really cool. Hey, thank you, Billy. One of my favorite power-ups? Well, it's definitely the spread. How you doing, Marco? Welcome in, buddy. Thanks for joining. Let's go, old guy. Everyone get your $1 super chats or your 100 stars ready for when I beat the game. Wishful thinking. No! All right. Yeah, there's like Sierra.com and stuff. Yeah, there are a bunch of websites you can play old DOS games. Yes, those are neat. Me and my friend back in the day used to call that guy Mr. Ballerina. Thank you so much, Jonathan. I would honestly rather have the fire than the spread. What are stars? Stars are on Facebook. They are it's a currency that Facebook allows people to use to basically it's like a digital currency that Facebook allows people to purchase and send for donations or like super chats. Mark, this is how I live, good sir. I live off the donations that these amazing people send. I live off a little bit of ad revenue and a little bit of yeah. So this is how I survive, good sir. Yep. I've been doing this full time for about 5.5 years. Thank you so much, everyone who does support. You don't have to have a huge audience. Yes. Yes, I had to mute. Oh man, Marco, I appreciate that, dude. Thank you. You know, all I can do is hope, man. Come on here every day and hope that I can, hope that I can continue to do this every day. Up with hope, down with dope. Hold on, sweetie. Last level of Contra. Last part. You really pulling up your shirt right now? Seriously?
What does that mean?
I mean, like, I mean, you got two very nice things there that are distracting. Yes.
Anyways, here's the sauce that I'm gonna.
Okay. Let's try it.
It might be really salty. We'll find out.
Yeah, it's good though. Salty. But it'll be good mixed with everything. Yeah, kind of. Just don't spill that on the way back. Okay. Old gal. It's old gal ADD. Keep your clothes on. I'm trying to play games. Thank you so much, Alvin. So mean with the distraction. Yeah, dude, she's trying to distract me with her boobies. Thank you so much, Alvin. You rock, dude. What's up, Arda? Good distraction. It really was a good distraction. I think last night she's laying on her bed and she's laying there just reading a book. Like, you're just gonna lay there like that in a pair of undies, just butt up in the world. Like, she's like, you got a problem with it? I'm like, no. You're about to. Anyway, she's distracting. She does it on purpose. How's it going? It's going good, man. Thanks for asking. She keeps doing that stuff. It's gonna be number 6. I know, right? Seriously. Oh my god, last thing we need. People are all accusing you of having another baby soon. It's your fault. You're the distractor.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
You are too.
Do you want rice with this, or do you want just the wraps? Or what do we want?
Well, rice would probably fill it out more and make more. Why don't you make, yeah, some rice along with it would go good. Mm-hmm. What? Why are you glaring at me?
You.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay.
Stretching.
You're stretching. You guys want to see what she's doing?
You on camera.
This is the wrong channel for that.
You said stretching was good.
Yes, she is flashing you and bouncing. It's bound to happen. All right, what's the 9 life code in this game? There's a 9 life code for this game here. TMNT 2 to NES life code. Okay. Up, right, right, down, down, left, 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 left. Okay, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then BA start. Up. Oh. I should hear a cowabunga. Oh, I have 9 lives. Sweet. All right. We have more lives now. This will be a better playthrough, because normally it only starts you with 2 lives.
Babe.
What now, sweetie? If we have green onions, probably, like, I'm sure it'll be fine with regular onions, sweetie. Babe, I forgot green onions. How's it going, Arda? It's going good, man. Alvin and Angelo and Phil Kopax have been lighting the stars up, man. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, thank you. I'm enjoying my time talking with the community. We're gonna go to the park later, possibly, if it's nice out. We're gonna take the kids to a new park. tonight I'm gonna play Conker's Bad Fur Day. Who's interested in watching Conker's Bad Fur Day later? You just played the same game. Nice, Jesse. Welcome in. Kristen, if you want that to happen, Kristen, YouTube is the best place to watch, because there's actually like commercials and stuff over there, and I do get paid from that. Yes. And also too, Kristen, if you really want to make sure and like help me other ways, if you're not able to support like with stars and stuff or being a supporter, keep an eye out for my short form little videos on YouTube, on Facebook. I put out like little, you know, like single like snippets of gameplay that are usually like a minute or 2 minutes long. And if you like and comment on those, I make about a penny every 100 views on those videos. So it does add up. So yeah, there's plenty of ways to support. If you know, can't support with stars or can't support with super chats, you know, just hit the like on content that you see out there, leave a comment on the content that you see maybe out there in the ether, you know, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And you know what, just liking and sharing and being here, you know, just having people in the chat hanging out, you know, good people, good awesome people who talk and chat and comment. Interaction is gold. So just, even if you're not, you know, like monetarily supporting the stream, you're still supporting the stream just by, you know, being here and hanging out. And you know what, the ones who will, the ones who won't, you know, and it just is what it is, man. You know, this is what it is. And if you can't, I don't judge you. You know, I don't judge people for not being able to support. I think there's a lot of value even in viewers who, you know, can't maybe support monetarily but are here all the time, you know, or even not even all the time, maybe every couple days. You know, we all have a lot going on in our lives, so, you know, time is important too. Time is something that you can't give back, and when you can't give back, and when you're giving your time to someone, it's important. So thank you for that. And I mean, like, you know, I won't lie, I typically try to average about $100 in donations a day. And that does, you know, right this month we're let's see, I'm a little lower than that, and that's okay. Let's see, it's the 15th, and so I've hit $100 15 times this month, and it's the 19th. So, you know, not bad. You know, if I end the month and I've hit $100 25 times, you know, plus the, you know, monetization from supporters and, you know, from ads and stuff, as long as I'm able to pay my mortgage and keep a roof over my head, I can keep doing this every day for you guys, you know. So I just try to be honest about everything too. Everything that comes in, everything that happens, I try to be really honest about it. So what Turtles game is this one? This is Ninja Turtles 2 for the regular Nintendo. So if you're watching on TikTok or Facebook or YouTube or Twitch, use the monetization options over there to support. Use diamonds on the talk, or, you know, if you're just here to hang out and talk, that's fine too. Is what it is. If you're watching on YouTube, say hello if you can. Hit that like button, because right now it doesn't look like, it looks like there's more people watching on YouTube than YouTube is recognizing at the moment. And I think there's more people here than yeah, we usually got a lot more than, you know, 2 people here on YouTube, but it is what it is. What phone do I have? I'm using the crappy free phone because my phone broke a while ago, and I couldn't afford to like get a new nice phone at the time. So I'm using a Moto G 5G. It's not bad. It's not a terrible phone, but you know, it's not like what I'd want. But it's your standard. It's a standard decent. You know, it's nice for a free phone, honestly. It's the Moto G 5G is what I'm using. Eventually, I would like the Pixel Fold or something like that. Something that, you know, folds and opens up to look like two phones, basically. That's what I really want. Yep. That's right, New City. Hey, look at that. Thanks for a few people who've talked and spoke up. I know there's more than what it shows. But that's okay. We played a lot of Oblivion last night. Oblivion was so fun. No, this is not the Manhattan Project. The Manhattan Project looks much different. This is Turtles 2, the arcade game. How's it going, Arda? It's going good, man. Thanks for asking. I have an iPhone right now. Might switch to Samsung. Ooh, you know, I just can't do iPhone. I don't even have a Samsung right now. I typically don't even like doing Samsung. I like going with, you know, like my last phone that I really, really loved was a OnePlus. The OnePlus 9. Really, really super awesome phone. And it was a Google-based phone. Like the Pixels are Google-based. They just have a Google OS. Yeah, yeah. Yep. The city street level on Manhattan Project looks way different. I need to play Manhattan Project soon with Phil Koufax. That game's multiplayer on Cowabunga Collection. I don't understand why they won't make this game multiplayer on Cowabunga Collection. Like, we can play the arcade game multiplayer. Hell yeah, Michael Wallace, welcome in. iPhones aren't bad. I just don't like all the restrictions they put on you with iPhones is all. What are they on now? They're on like the iPhone 17 or something? Yeah, restrictions. Like the restrictions with you can only update your phone through not only update your phone, but you basically can only use iTunes. I don't like the restrictions of having to use iTunes. iTunes is very restrictive compared to Samsung. You can't really... I don't know about that. Maybe you can now, but when I first started using iPhone, you could only use Apple iTunes. Android had a lot more apps that you could use back in the day too. Like I don't know. I just liked the App Store better. I felt like the App Store had more on it. Like you could, back in the day, I couldn't use like 7-zip on my iPhone. I couldn't like zip files, basically, to basically do emulation. Like I was doing emulation back in the day. Let's see here. I know that iPhone has widgets now, but back when I was using iPhone, they didn't have any widgets. They didn't have the same awesome pull-down menus and stuff like that. I didn't like that you could put your apps anywhere now. But do you realize, like, I'm sorry, one of my other arguments with Apple is like they copy what everybody else is doing years later, and then they say it's new. You know, hey, look at this, you could put your apps anywhere, even though Android's been letting you do that since they came out. Hey, look at this, you can use any music service, although Android's been doing that ever since it came out. Hey, look at this, you can use zip software now. It's like they're always coming out with something years later that Android's already done and acting like it's new. It wasn't that long ago too that you could still only use iTunes. Hey, Angelo. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the 100 stars. I mean, regardless, whether it was back in the day or not, those are the things that made me, want to switch to Android. With an iPhone, do I have to use iTunes or can I use other music sources now? An iPhone is a smartphone made by Apple that combines a mobile digital. You no longer need to use iTunes for Apple apps. How long ago did Apple take the restriction off to where you could only use iTunes? 2019. That wasn't that long ago. Not really back in the day. It was still up to 2019 that you could only use iTunes. So, yeah, that's pretty new, honestly. I mean, that's still 6 years ago. 6 years ago, yeah, that's a long time. But at the same time, that's only 3 phones. We usually get a phone about every 2 years. So it wasn't until 2019 that they removed that. What the fuck are we talking? 6 years ago was not that long ago. Why are you coming in here being all pompous? That's a good argument. The fuck are we talking? That's not really that long ago. No, honestly, it's not. 6 years ago is not that long ago. You can minimalize it all you want to make my argument seem like it's not that great, but no, sorry. 6 years ago is not that long ago. Your arguments are falling flat. Doesn't matter. You can tell me all you want. I guess if you're young, if you're like 15, yeah, 6 years is a long time. If you're like 18, yeah, 6 years is a long time. That's a long time at that point. It's a third of your life at this point. 6 years is not that long. No, it's really not. You know what? You're welcome to your opinion. Even no matter how wrong you are, you're welcome to your opinion. Absolutely. I mean, I'm 43. 6 years ago is not that long ago. It is and it isn't. You know what? You're just being a dick now, D-Mal. That's all you're doing. I don't appreciate you trying to be condescending about this. You could agree with me or not, but don't be a dick. Fucking douchebag. No, it's not. No, it's not like saying you're kind of pregnant. No, it's not, bruh. Wow. Tell me you're a Gen Z without telling me you're a Gen Z. No, it's not the same. You're an idiot. I'm gonna ban you for that stupid comment. Bye-bye. No. I don't mind other opinions, but when people are just getting stupid, no, that's dumb. In the grand scheme of things, 6 years is really not that long ago. 6 years is and isn't a long time ago. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you guys can disagree with me or not. But it's, you know, like, whatever you want. It's whatever you want to think. 6 years is and isn't a long time ago at the same time. Let's see here. No, I'm not going to admit it. 6 years is and is not a long time. It can and can't be. It just depends. It's all relative. It's all how you perceive it. Like, you know. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not going to agree with you, first off. No, I just don't appreciate people coming in starting to be rude to me and trying to make fun of me because they disagree. Jason, welcome in. Nothing happened. It's dumb. It's really stupid because I was saying that, you know, not that long ago. No, you were making fun. You were getting condescending and you were getting rude. Sorry. You were trying to belittle my arguments by making fun. You were. Because I have your comment right here. Let's see. Dario said, that's like saying you're kind of pregnant. No, it's not. And then you said 9/11 just happened too, guys. Very recent. You were trying to make fun. Being sarcastic is the same thing as making fun. You're trying to make fun. And if you're friends, then being sarcastic and trying to make fun is cool. But the problem is, we're not friends. No, it's not different. I am not moving the goalposts. That is a typical term that people say whenever they're losing an argument. You're moving the goalpost. No, there is no goalpost. No, there is no goalpost. You're stupid. I'm not moving any goalpost. You just don't like that you're losing the argument. All I'm saying, and this is my opinion. No, this is on TikTok. Welcome in, Jason35. Hell yeah. No, this is my opinion. My opinion is that 6 years at times can seem like it's not that long ago. And you can agree with me or not. Just don't try to make fun of me for it. Don't. No. Okay. I didn't lose the argument, not a single, but you're going to say no one here agrees with me. All right. Let's get a consensus. Can 6 years seem like it's not that long ago? What do you guys think? Is there times when 6 years seems like, see, you're making fun again, D-Mall. You're minimalizing. You're doing it again. You're minimalizing. You are minimalizing. You're saying the 7 people. See, that right there is making fun and minimalizing. It doesn't matter how many people are in here. And now that I might have some people on my side, now you're making fun of the amount of people. That's a douchey thing to do. No one's agreeing. Yeah, see, there's more people here. Let's see. Yeah, no, it depends on what and who. Yeah, it's a personal view. Right, exactly. Trolling, for sure. No. See? No, not as many people agree with you as possible, and you are making fun, and you are trying to minimalize by saying the 7 people and your 9/11 joke, which was insensitive. You are. But regardless, yeah, it's a personal view, right? But yeah, no, I don't do that bullshit. You're being a dick. He said, everyone agrees with me that 6 years is not that long ago. Yeah, dude, he made fun of 9/11. It's fucking disrespectful as hell. The 9/11 joke is unacceptable. Exactly, it really is. Some douchebag over on TikTok. No, you did. You did, sorry. You're trying to minimalize what I'm saying by making fun of me, and that's not a good way to win an argument. Regardless, thank you. All I was saying is that it wasn't that long ago. Dude, even in the grand scheme of things, like realistically, 50 years ago, in the grand scheme of things, is not that long ago at times. You know? Haven't you ever heard someone say, not too long ago, 35 years ago, whatever the case, we couldn't do this or that. It wasn't that long ago. Even at times. No, it's not child. Let's see. To out 9/11 in that context is childish, and 9/11 should not be a thing to joke about. I agree. 9/11 feels like yesterday. The troll wasn't even born yet. Dude, yeah, no, you barked up the wrong tree with that one, D-Mal, whatever your name is. No, all I'm saying is that I'm just saying the reasons why I dislike and like Android. And I think Android has a lot of restrictions. And obviously, no, I didn't. I never made fun of 9/11. I made a joke about you saying 6 years ago isn't that long ago. Yeah, you were trying to minimalize what I was saying by using 9/11 as a reference. Not cool. No, you're again trying to minimize what I'm saying rather than presenting an argument. See, the problem is here is you are not presenting an argument. You are making fun, trying to belittle me and trying to shut me up by making fun. That is the problem. You're not actually presenting an argument. You're presenting something to try to make fun of me, which is a tactic, which is a, typically it's, it's a bad way to try to win an argument. I'm yapping. That's my fucking job. My fucking job is to yap. If you don't like it, get out of here. Hey, goodbye. Take care. Bye. Have a good one. Yeah, change the channel if you don't like it. But regardless, can you believe all of that just from me saying that I think an iPhone has a bunch of restrictions compared to Android? That's all I was saying. I was saying the reason why I don't like it's amazing how people get like very offended by the fact that you don't like iPhone. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, but that was ridiculous. It was trying to get a rise out of you, trying to make, yeah, exactly. No, dude, debate with facts and resources, right? Yeah, he was just trying to make fun. That's one thing that people do is in an argument, they try to get people around them to laugh. And they think if they get people to laugh at the person who they're arguing with, then they think they're right. And that's not right. Just because you get people to laugh at your comment doesn't mean that you're correct. Or they get loud thinking they won. Oh yeah, getting loud doesn't make you right. Hey, peace out, Michael Wallace. Michael Wallace, you've been absent from the star list for so long, good sir. I hope I didn't lose you as a supporter, man. Yeah, I mean, I you know, iPhone was pretty. I really liked it. I had an iPhone for a long time, but man, so hey, understandable, Michael. I appreciate that, dude. Thanks for letting me know, man. I'm glad I still have you as a viewer. Understandable, brother. Gotta go. Hey, take care, man. Hope to see you again soon. Have a great day. You cannot switch between turtles in this game. No, you pick your turtle. Not qualified to or to reference an event he didn't experience about a phone is what I'm... Right, seriously. Now, why would you reference an event like that during a dispute about a phone? And then trying to say that 6 years is a long time ago. 6 years is a long time if you're really young, you know, because your frame of reference of time, you only have so many years to compare it to. You know, if you're 18 years old, you know, then 6 years is going to seem like a long time ago because it's a third of your life. But if you're 43 years old, it's not going to seem that long ago because it's a seventh of your life. You know, I mean, like, you know, it's not really that long ago, to be honest. I mean, doesn't everybody feel like even PlayStation just said it. PlayStation just said someone just said we feel like the PlayStation, it's too early for the PlayStation 6, but the PlayStation 5 came out 6 years ago. Does anybody feel like they're ready for a PlayStation 6, or do they feel like the PlayStation 5 just came out? I still feel like the PlayStation 5 is pretty damn relevant, and I'm not ready for a new console yet. Mole Raid, welcome in, dude. How's it going? PS5 still good. Damn, it's been 6 years. I swear it's been... I know, right? Because it doesn't seem like that long ago, right? I mean, even the PlayStation 4. PlayStation 4 is still a relevant console. That thing came out in, what, 2012? You're welcome, Patrick Keller. It's because we all got delayed over the scalpers, so it seems like 3 to 4 years instead of 6. Right, but what's the thing with the Switch? The Switch was out 8 years, and I wasn't ready for a new Switch yet. Like, I'm still like the Switch, you know, I wasn't ready for a Switch 2. I could have been good with the Switch for 5 more years, you know? You got your PS5 a year ago? Yeah, I do think the scalpers had something to do with it, though. I agree. But see, for me, I got my PS5 in 2020. PS5 availability was limited for 2 to 3 years during COVID. Yeah, but people still had them. You know, people still had them. You know, I mean, it was still available to play. I got my PS5 in 2020, and admittedly, I paid someone $100 to help me find one, but I still got it basically for $100 more than cost. But I wanted it, you know, like I didn't mind paying the extra $100 to have someone help me find it. I love my PS5 and Switch both. Switch 2 is nice, but not necessary, for sure. Switch 2 is like a graphics card upgrade. You know, I mean, like, how much more efficient do you want your Switch to run is the point there. Finder's fee, totally fair, especially for the time. He's Chris said, I'll get it when I'm ready. Yeah, to reference a political event is just low. Oh, I need to charge my damn phone. I really hate when I get done sitting here for like 2 hours and I'm like, I didn't charge my fucking phone the whole time I was sitting there. Like I'm sitting next to my charger. You're welcome. I do try to stream 3 times a day every day. Sometimes it doesn't work out as much as I want it to, but I do try. You know, we have a 24-hour taco shop here. I have a 24-hour taco shop that I can just go to in the middle of the night and pick up a pre-roll or some gummies if I want to. 24 hours. It's got a walk-up window. It's the craziest thing. We also have a drive-through liquor store here. I don't really drink, but I think it's freaking awesome. Isn't that crazy, Ray? 24/7 they're open. Like, you need your gummies at 5 a.m.? We understand. And they have amazing prices too. It's like the McDonald's of dispensaries, you know. You want a $5 pre-roll? Cool. You want 10 hippie calorie gummies for $10? You got it. No 24-hour liquor stores, Nope. That's like 1 a.m. 1:15. I can't believe someone would try to argue me so hard and like belittle me and try to make fun of me over the fact that I feel like 6 years is not that long ago. Oh well. Yeah, we could, yeah. Well, yeah, it's 1:15 a.m. here. You never played this game? That's because he's immature and he needs to grow up. You're probably right. No, I'm really glad that iPhone is giving so much more functionality. I just think it's a long time, and they took a really long time to get to the things that Android was doing out of the box, you know, in 2009. Yeah, it's fun. What's really fun, Ray, is to look up silly laws that still are, like, there's a law that you can't drink beer out of a bucket sitting on a curb in Missouri. There's like laws that you can't take baths with farm animals or something like that in certain states. There's a no dancing law somewhere. I forget exactly where it is. So funny. So I think I'm going to do a stream here soon, possibly on Kick, to where I have you guys send me funny reels and we watch them together. You can park your elephant downtown on Sundays. Yeah, the fact that you can plug a wired mouse into your, you know when I quit buying iPhone. Does anybody know that you can like hack an iPhone to make it run like an Android? It's called jailbreaking. Has anybody ever heard of that? So back in 2008, when I got my iPhone, pretty much shortly after I got it, I did something to my phone called jailbreaking my phone. And what that allowed me to do is it allowed me to do things like put my apps anywhere. It allowed me to do things like put my apps in folders. Folders was another thing that came out right away. And I just feel like Android's the innovator. Hey, thank you so much, Alvin. Android is the innovator and iPhone is the imitator. You know, this is Turtles 2. And there's so many things that I can point to, like drop-down menus. When I first had an iPhone did not have a drop-down menu. It was really nice when they got one. Now iPhone has like the drop-down menu and the pull-up notification menu. iPhone could not do folders. iPhone could not do put your apps anywhere. iPhone could not do widgets. You know, iPhone could not do going into your actual BIOS, you know, or your file folders, or you couldn't zip things, or you couldn't, you know, download things that were outside of an app store, you know. So there were so many reasons. You jailbroke your iPhone 3. Hey, thank you so much for the stars, Rico. Thank you so much, Alvin. So I had an iPhone 3, an iPhone 3G, and an iPhone 4. Thank you so much, Rico. And I was putting Cydia. Cydia is CYDIA. Cydia is an app that you can get when you jailbreak the iPhone, that you can only get through jailbreaking the iPhone. So basically on your iPhone, there's a hidden app store that you cannot access because it can only be accessed by jailbreaking your phone. And what that allows you to do is that allowed me to do things like an Android. And after a while, I was like, why am I going to so much work to try to fight against? And the problem is like you had these developers that were making all these awesome programs for the iPhone, but then you had Apple that was constantly putting out new updates to try to thwart the people who were making Cydia. And so like you could not update your phone. Basically it was like, if you update your phone's going to go back to normal and you have to wait for the next jailbreak. And so that really sucked. And there were times, there was one really, really easy one, and it was like, there was one where you just went to a website and you slid over a thing that said jailbreak me, and your phone literally jailbroke like that. It was so easy. But then there was another one that I used, which was called a tethered jailbreak. If anybody knows what a tethered jailbreak is, that means that if you restart your phone, you have to start your phone. You cannot restart your phone until you hook it up to the program. So I had an iPhone that I couldn't even turn back on until I hooked it up to my computer. And after that, I was like, I'm done with this jailbreaking bullshit. I'm just going to an Android. And maybe I'm out of touch like on what iPhone offers now, but all I know is that iPhone didn't offer anything like Android until Android started doing it. iPhone was very, very basic and bare bones and could only do this and could only do that, could barely run YouTube. Android, dude, iPhone couldn't even use iPhone only had, my iPhone originally only had a camera, but I had to jailbreak my phone in order to get it to do videos. So that was something that I actually had to jailbreak my phone for, was just to take videos on my original iPhone. Hi, buddy. Mom's glasses are fogging up?
No, mom's glasses are fine.
Mom?
No.
This sounds like hackers without the cool soundtrack. Hey, welcome in. Saludos. iPhone made iPhone a style and get people to like it. Its personality is why they got a. Let's see. iPhone made iPhone a style and people took it like a personality is why they get offended. Possibly. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. All right. Thanks for hanging out. Hey guys, it's John Cena. If you're able to hit the like button, if you can, if you're watching on the book, I'm gonna message the Discord too because it's crazy. I'm just having a hard time understanding why we're only down to like 5 people on the book lately. Thank you, Patrick Keller. Appreciate that. It's so crazy that, like, you know, it's nuts. What's the point of even having followers on a channel if no one's gonna know that you're live? Thank you, Patrick. Appreciate it. I'll give you a thank you screen in just a minute. You know, it honestly pisses me off so bad. Like there's not many things that piss me off. But what pisses me off so bad is when you're arguing with someone and they make fun of you or try to bring up something to mock and make fun rather than stick to the point. I'm still kind of fuming about that, you know? Like, I just don't like that. I think it's the worst way to argue. I think it's childish and ridiculous to not focus on the points and try to argue. Honestly, it's a terrible tactic. Oh, you've been here a long time though, Patrick. I'm not talking about anybody's here. I'm not even saying anything bad about, you know, about people that aren't here. You know, a lot of it's Facebook. A lot of it's Facebook not letting people know that I'm live. You know, notifications get messed up all the time. Like, I guarantee that there's several people right now who would love to watch the show. Maybe not several hundred, maybe 5. You know, there might be 5 more people who want to watch right now but don't even know that I'm live because Facebook's notifications suck so bad. For sure. The wife does that all the time. Yeah, dude, that's a terrible way to, like, Corinne and I, we never belittle each other in arguments ever. Like, we stick to the subject, we try to stick to the point, we try to never, like, you know, like, gouge. Yeah, right. It is sad. Oh my gosh, I am beating Creepy Horseman right now. That's awesome. Man, me and my 8.4k followers, and I'm above someone in stars who has 4.7 million followers, and right below someone who has 326k and 460k. Man, that's awesome. Thanks so much, everybody. Yeah, that's not good, man. Excellent game with an excellent soundtrack. I agree, Eric. How are you? Hey, Celita, how are you? Violeta has never been able to find her star badge again. She used to have such big star badges. Celita, I hope one day you can find your star badge again. Ready to get my Mega Man Legacy collection on Switch. Hell yeah. The next collection I'm getting on Switch is the Capcom Fighting Collection 2. The one with Power Stone and Power Stone 2 and SNK vs. Capcom. I also just checked the red when I know. Yeah, right. Yep. Yeah. If you really want to know when I'm live and want to know when I'm live all the time, just turn notifications on for every channel, even Twitch. You know, even though I don't, you know, even though I don't really get many people watching on Twitch, I think people still get a notification from there. Join the Discord. Turn notifications on in Discord. I wish there was a way to see. I think there's a way to see when people were active last. And I'm going to be going through Discord too soon, and unfortunately getting rid of people who haven't been active in Discord for like a year. And it'll be no offense, like if anyone's like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I was still in here. I just saw that you removed me. I want to come back. You know, come on back. Cool. Be active. You know. Yeah, Capcom Fighting Collection 2. Yes. Oh, for sure, Celita. Give you time. I haven't seen you on the star list for years. But you can have more time, of course. No, you're all good. You're all good. I thank you. I just remember, Celita, there was a few times back in the day you sent some big old bombs of stars, and I just haven't seen you send any stars in a while, and I hope I didn't do anything to lose your support, you know? Because I'll be honest, I think it's been 3 years or so since I've even seen you send a star or two, which is fine. Nothing is obligated. You know, I've always treated you the same, whether you send stars or not, and that goes for anybody. But, you know, heck, it doesn't hurt to mention it every once in a while. Hey, I haven't seen you sport in a while. Is there anything I did? Is there something I could do better? You know, just asking. I guess that's maybe one thing that working, you know, like I worked hardcore sales for a long time, so I guess maybe a good thing and a bad thing is I don't have much fear in asking a question, because I know the worst thing that someone could say is no. You know, like Michael Wallace said, I'm taking a break from donos for a while. Sounds good, man. That's understandable. No cell phone for a week. That's crazy. Sometimes I just like to know too, you know, like it's just nice to know. It's kind of like closure, or, you know, like, because I have so many people who used to send big stars, and then all of a sudden, like Robert Valadares, man, suddenly Robert Valadares, the guy who sent, you know, $100 to $500 worth of stars a month, just up and decided that he's not going to watch anymore. And I'm like, what is going on? You know, what happened? What did I do? You know, and turns out he just is taking a huge break from social media. But the problem is when I do send him a message, like, he doesn't really I know he still sees my messages because he still has a Facebook, and I've seen him here and there, but like, you know. And then Christian Navarro, man, Christian Navarro used to be one of my most amazing mods, and he disappeared like Alfred at the end of Batman Dark Knight Rises, you know. Blocked me, banned me, blocked the page. It's like, what the hell? Going on a cruise, and you're not going to have your phone on a cruise? Oh, that would scare me. Cruises are, oh man, cruises scare me, man. Too much water. Yeah. It is crazy, right, Phil? I mean, you remember how much Robert Valadares used to send. He was the type of person who was in here his whole break. Never that. I went through a major rough patch of almost left. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Well, we're so glad you're still here. Thank you for letting us know. See, that's so nice to know, Cielita. You know, like, you've been watching for such a long time, and I'm so glad that it was just... I'm not glad that you had a major health scare, and I'm really glad that you're still on this earth. That's amazing. Everybody give me a hashtag Cielita, just for still being here with us. Here we go. I can relate to that, Cielita, because I almost left the Earth around 2019. So I know the weight and the pressure that comes along with that, and the feeling of helplessness, and so yeah. I know all too well. I actually went to therapy for 3 months. Hey, Chris Frederick with a hashtag. See you later. Glad to meet you. Will you take your time? There's never any pressure. I just like to know. I won't mention it again, but thanks for letting me know. You almost had a heart attack a year. You had a heart attack almost years ago. Good Lord. Glad you're still here. Holy crap, Rico. You enjoy that cruise even more, man. Enjoy the sun beating down on your face, the cool breezes, the smell of the water. Do they make like coastal cruises to where like you can see land the whole time? Like I would be so terrified to be like just out in the middle of the ocean, land nowhere. Terrified. Just a second here. I think see right now I'm going to record just this boss battle and I'm going to post just this boss battle later, and something like this, like just recording this video right here could end up getting me, you know, a lot of, you know, even just a couple dollars just posting the video, you know. Oh, you gamble? Oh man. I mean, if you want to throw away money, man, you can just donate more stars, you know. I mean, you know, that's a... Do you ever win? There we go. My husband says I'm scared of cruises because I've watched too much stuff on the Titanic. I mean, you know, is there anything wrong with learning from experience, you know? You know, I don't know. We were 16 and throwing plates off the back of a ship that went for a mile. Oh my gosh. Buddha-san, okay. Just give me, I'm at the Technodrome right now. I probably have 5 minutes left. Okay. Who's ready for Mario Kart tomorrow night? Tommy Kerwin, welcome in, man. Oh, hey, I hope I didn't say anything that bothered you, Rico. You have a good one, man. Nah, it's all good. I need to get the truck ready for the drive. Drive to port is 6 hours. Oh my gosh, good luck, good sir. Well, take care. Have a good one. I never judge on the gambling. I like to gamble here and there just a little bit, maybe 20 bucks at a time. If you win big, send me 1%. He's like, here, I won. Here's a penny. 1%. Now shut up. I won $2. Now take your 2 cents and fuck off. Prime time. Welcome in, man. How are you? Happy Friday. I should have some fries. Good luck, Rico. Safe driving. I agree with you, though. Out in the middle of the ocean, no land and no, right? Seriously? Yeah. Dude, I mean, like, I am just a morsel to a big old whale out there. Prime time's good. We almost got to level 3 today, y'all. That's badass. Thank you so much. Rachel, welcome in. I need to work on my passion sometimes, because I get very passionate when I talk about certain things, especially if someone's disagreeing in a rude way. It's not that I'm necessarily upset, I'm passionate. You know what I mean? Anybody get that way? Is anybody like that? It's like, I'm not upset, I'm passionate. Not upset, not even mad. Just passionate, damn it. Animated and passionate. There's 2 arcade versions of Ninja Turtles. There's Ninja Turtles and Ninja Turtles the arcade game, and Ninja Turtles 2, the Turtles in Time, the arcade game. This is Turtles 2, the arcade game, which is the same game as the arcade, but this is just for Nintendo. This was made for the Nintendo Entertainment System, and then you also had Turtles in Time on Super Nintendo, which is Turtles 4 on Super Nintendo, but Turtles 2 in the arcade. And then you had the Hyperstone Heist, which was a standalone beat 'em up based on the graphics of the arcade, which is so cool. I miss back in the day how you would have 2 games that could be out on 2 different systems of the same title, but they would be totally different. Like, what's a good example of games that came out on the Super Nintendo and the Sega that are actually totally different games? Like, I would say one good example is Batman Returns. Batman Returns on the Sega Genesis is completely different. Passionimation is completely different than, you know, the Batman Returns on Super Nintendo. Let's see here. Michael Wallace is back. Ninja Turtles. Mortal Kombat is different. The same, but different. One had what they looked very different, you know. In Mortal Kombat on the Super Nintendo, it looks more like the arcade. Sub-Zero stands differently. Sub-Zero on the Genesis version stands like Scorpion, where he has his fist upward. And on the Super Nintendo, he stands like the arcade, where he has his hand flat extended out in front of him like this. But in the arcade, on Sega Genesis, he does this. Let's see here. There's the blood code on Sega Genesis. There's not. They have variations of the fatalities on Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo to like basically appease the non-blood code users. Super Nintendo has a lot of talking, more than the Sega. You know what's a funny little thing that I noticed when I was a kid? Is the life bars on the Super Nintendo version are very thick and the names are in the life bar. On the Sega Genesis version, the life bar is very thin and the names are above the life bar. Ooh, X-Men. Yeah, X-Men on 2 different games. Contra. Contra on the Sega was Hard Corps, and then you also had Contra 3 the Alien Wars. That was another example of games that were, you know, the same game, very different. Came out probably around the same time too. Oh, dude, Michael, you're all good, man. I was just kind of being silly, but trying to like be like, you know, you're all good, man. Don't feel bad. Michael, you can watch as long as you want to without sending a dime, and I will always treat you the same. I just noticed that for a long time, every time you came in, you were dropping 100 stars, and then it stopped. And I was, and it kind of just in the back of my worry-wart, dumbass brain, in my worry-wart, anxiety-filled, dumbass brain, I think to myself, did I possibly do something to lose Michael Wallace's support? And also, I have this side of me that's like, don't ask the question. But the other side of my shoulder's like, you need to know. And then this side's like, but don't ask. You shouldn't ask. And then this side of me's like, well, you can think of a way to ask that's nice. And then I give into this side, and I'm like, you know, so yeah. So no, it's my anxiety filled brain that makes me worry when someone does support at one time, and especially supports like consistently and then stops supporting. And I just wonder, you know, did I do something? What's going on? And then it's like, you know, I just like knowing. I like the closure. I like wondering, because, you know, yeah. Hold up. Wait a minute. You know what I mean? I stand for ADD and beans and tacos and retro games and so on and so on. Yeah, so thank you for understanding where I'm coming from too, Michael. That means a lot. All right. Unfortunately, my character is about to bite the big one. I'm not redoing this level. I'm actually going to go eat the delicious meal that Cortina cooked for me. So that is a game over. That's the end of a stream. Thank you for the 2.5 hours. Please forgive me for my moment of little bitchitis I had earlier whenever people were being a douchebag about the conversation that was just so simple. You know? It was a simple iPhone versus Android conversation, and man, some people take it so seriously, but they're just fucking phones. Anyway, even I got a little worked up, but thank you for forgiving me for that. My imperfectness. We're all imperfect. Have a good one. Take care. Thanks for watching. I very much appreciate everybody on Twitch. Have a good one. Take care on TikTok. You guys, thank you so much for watching. See you next stream. I don't know when I'll be on next today. Join the Discord. Go to oldguyadd.com. Figure it out. And you know I'm on by 11 at least. I'll be on. Hey, wow, Adam, thank you so much for the freaking super chat right at the end, man. Thank you so much.
We love you.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. You're awesome, dude. I don't want to end now. I never want to end right after a dono comes in. Let's see here. All right, I'm ending on TikTok. Take care. Have a good one. Man, thank you so much for that, dude. I'm discording it after this. Panzar better be there. All right, guys. Take care on YouTube. Thank you so much, Adam, for the $5 dono. Sorry I'm ending right after you send the $5 dono, dude. Thank you so much, though. Have a good one. Thank you again, Adam, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Thank you, everybody. Take care.